This is a magnificent view of a plantation in Asia. I'm sure you too are growing various kinds of crops on your plantations. The most common of such crops is fruit, and it is everyone's dream to grow fruit which is resistant to diseases, superior in size, color, and shape to existing fruit, and also truly delicious. Suppose that such varieties could also produce fruit in a short period and be shipped early in the season. Just imagine how much better your life would be. This is the best means of increasing sales and thus making a better life for yourself, by bringing fruits to market earlier and selling them for a higher price. Yet, to do this, extensive knowledge and techniques are required. Let's introduce you to a technique of grafting that will make this dream come true. Here is an apple farm in Scion, China. In this fruit farm, a variety of apple, Royal Janet, has been cultivated for many years. However, in recent years, sales of the Royal Janet apple have declined. This was a big problem for the farmer at this fruit farm. This farmer had a good idea, a cultivation method using grafting. He had recently learned about grafting during agricultural technical training. With this technique of grafting, in which a new variety of tree is grafted upon a conventional one, it is possible to change the variety by using trees which you now have. On this fruit farm, the branches of a variety of apple tree called Fuji were used for grafting. This tree is resistant to diseases and superior to conventional apples, not only in size, color, and shape, but also in taste. As you can see, this is the grafted state. From one tree, two varieties of apples, Royal Janet and Fuji, have been produced. This farm is now very successful because it can sell either Royal Janet or Fuji apples at any time when the price is high. In this manner, the culture of fruit using grafting is easy and produces excellent results. In order to make a new variety of fruit, perhaps you sow and raise seeds. But this method takes a lot of time, and even if you sow the seeds of good quality fruit, the trees you produce may not give you good fruit, and the species may even be different. Therefore, to produce delicious, marketable fruit, you should use grafting. Let's now explain grafting using the mango. You will need pruning shears, a knife, vinyl tape, a vinyl bag, a saw, and a pot. The first step is to create a good nursery plant. we must begin by preparing the rootstock. First of all, put well-drained soil into the pot and sow the mango seeds. We put the rootstock in a pot to avoid damage to the root. This damage can occur when transplanting the nursery plant to a field. If we were to sow the seeds in soil in the ground, the roots would be damaged when we dig the ground up for transplanting. If the root has been damaged, the nursery plant will not grow well, even if it is planted in fertile soil. When the rootstock has grown to the thickness of a finger, we can perform grafting. The best time is the end of the dry season, just before the rainy season starts. As a scion, select a branch bearing good quality fruit. Use a big branch like this. Branches which are too young, like this, are no good. Strip the branch of its leaves. Using pruning shears, cut the leaves off and leave a few petioles. Cut off all the buds except for 2 or 3. Hold the branch firmly and shave one side of the branch sharply using a sharp cutter. Then turn around the branch and shave the other side in the same manner. Try to make the shaved surface acute and smooth. The shaved branch looks like this. The cambrium is the first point that attaches when the scion is grafted to the rootstock. When the branch is shaved like this, the cambriums will not attach well and grafting will not be successful. In order not to let the cut end of the scion become dry, graft it immediately. As explained earlier, prepare a rootstock which has been grown to the thickness of a finger. Cut the stem at 30 to 50 centimeters above the ground using pruning shears. Lay the knife on the center of the cut end and cut down vertically, taking care not to cut your fingers on the knife. Then put the scion in this rootstock. Put the cambrium of the scion against the cambrium of the rootstock. This is the front and the side of the grafted tree. we will explain how to connect the cambriums using a cross-section view. This is indicated by the dotted line. It's best if the cambriums connect at 2 positions, but 1 position is enough. This shape is no good. Look at the connection carefully and check to see if the cambriums match exactly. The success of grafting depends on how well they match. In order to hold the cambriums in place, wind vinyl tape around from the rootstock to the scion. Instead of vinyl tape, you can use a cut vinyl bag. Wind the tape around the cut end of the rootstock and the shaved surface of the scion. This will keep out the rain. That completes the grafting. It is a good idea to use a small vinyl bag to keep rain off the plant. Keep the plant out of the sun. When the buds are out, remove the vinyl bag and water the plant to prevent the soil in the pot from drying out. Grafted nursery plants like this will make a big difference to your life. After 1 year, the plant can be transplanted into a field. In 2 or 3 years, it will grow into a tree bearing fruit like this one. It is also possible to graft using a bigger fruit tree that you have now. In this case, a technique called side grafting is best. First, select a tree as the rootstock and cut off the excess branches. Cut the site flat where the scion is to be grafted. If the cut end is rough, shave it again with a knife. Then lay the knife on the edge of the cut end of the rootstock and cut down vertically to expose the cambrium as much as possible. That is, when you cut the rootstock like this, you will get a larger area of cambrium. The scion for side grafting should be shaved. The shaved budding surface should be flat. Then shave the other side of the scion to make a wedge. Shave it like this. This is what it should look like. Insert the scion into the rootstock firmly so that the shaved side lies flat against the wide cambrium of the stock. The next steps are the same as those for making a grafted nursery plant. Wind the vinyl tape tightly around. And once again, use a vinyl bag to keep out the rain. You will remove the vinyl bag later when the buds come out. By grafting in this manner, you can change the existing varieties in your fruit farm easily and can grow the ideal fruit tree. Also, the trees bear fruit after a shorter time than when raising trees from seeds. So you can ship fruit more quickly. There are other methods of fruit culture, but for now, please try the grafting you have seen in this video. It is the first step to creating your dream fruit farm. In this video, we have introduced grafting of the mango as one example. However, grafting is equally simple for these fruit trees that you might be growing. Please take the time to study grafting and other information on agriculture. You can find this information in newspapers and magazines, as well as this video. Use the information to improve your livelihood. We hope this information will help you and many people in the Asian Pacific region to build an even better future.